Hello. We have someone waiting. Who is it? Show yourself. Right, let me just get myself sorted and then we'll get straight into it basically. Mute that. Click on that. I should be able to see myself. Maybe, maybe not. Yep, you can see myself now. Yep, you can see myself now. Right, I hear myself clearly. Cool. Right. Sure, right, we'll get around to that shortly. Cool, so we'll just wait for some people to tune in and then we'll get started. What's everyone been up to this week? And I'm sure you want me to get around to the question of should I change my name or not. But we'll see what you guys think and the reasons why I'm thinking about doing it. And I've been speaking to a few people online about it and I've had mixed opinions, mixed feedback, but there's a logic behind it. Turn the phone round, mate. Oh, so it's that way. I can't anymore. Let's do that's turn it round. Can't do that. I've started like this, so I can't turn it round anymore. Can you still see me? Can you all hear me okay? Is it all nice and clear? It's not made a difference. I know, because I've started portrait, vertical, whatever you want to say. I can't turn mid-live, it means me ending the live and starting again, and I can't be bothered with that. I thought doing it like this might work better for phones. I think a lot of people will be on the phones and won't be on the computers, but might not, I'm not sure. So, how is everyone? See you, hear you perfectly. Nice one, Central Heat King. If you don't, anyone that's following me or has been watching me for a few years now, if you don't follow Central Heat King, go give him a follow, subscribe to him, watch his videos. Great content, bit similar to mine, day-to-day hints and tips and tricks and tool reviews all along the way. So go give him a follow, he's a great guy and I'm sure you'll enjoy his videos. Click that. Right, 2 seconds. There we go, we'll do that one. Right, so should I change my name? So my reason for wanting to possibly change it, if you noticed in the thumbnail, it's either going to be Smart Pipe Plumbing, which I'm already my business name, and I've been using it on YouTube for 2 years now, or changing it to just the YouTube, the Instagram, and TikTok, just changing them to the Diary of a Plumbing and Heating Engineer. Keeping Smart Pipe as my business, standalone business. Might even open a different Instagram for that, but changing the name of all the others. Basically, what my plan is and what my idea is to start alongside the week in the life, the day in the life, the hints, the tips, everything that I'm doing now. So I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm thinking about starting a little bit of a mini podcast. Nothing over professional, no sets, nothing. It'd be just lives like this on YouTube. Me and another gas engineer, plumber, to chat, talk a load of rubbish, chat about how they got into the trade, how I've got into the trade, and just go back and forth and anything that's going on in the plumbing and heating world. We will talk about it. So what is everyone's opinions on that? Hi Wayne, how you doing? Don't forget to smash the like button and give it a share. It's much appreciated. Everyone's opinion on me doing the podcast, first of all, because I think that's something I'm definitely going to be doing, whether I change the name or not. I have put polls out before and I've had mixed reviews, more positive than negative. But yeah. So I've got a comment coming in. I might be saying that wrong, sorry. Should keep the name the same. I'm more on the keep the name the same because I've built a bit of a brand, a bit of a reputation under Smart Pipe. And I think maybe if I change the name, people might not recognise it, and they'll be like, "What's this?" And I might not get the same views that I'm getting at the moment. I might not be hitting the right people. So, but on the Switch side, I'm thinking that I don't want to call it the Smart Pipe Podcast or the Smart Pipe Plumbing Podcast. So do I just call the podcast Diary of a Plumbing and Heating Engineer, and still run that off my channel, Smart Pipe Plumbing channel? What do people think of that? I'm not 100% sure. I'm wanting a bit of feedback off my subscribers, because at the end of the day, I do this for you, not for me. So I want to do what you want me to do. So let me know in the comments. Don't be shy. Drop a comment and smash the like button. There's 10 of you in there watching at the moment, and we've only got 1 like. So let's get that to like per watch. Would be much appreciated. I'm going to try to stop banging the table because it's probably vibrating through the phone. How's everyone's day been today? What's everyone been up to? Wayne, you been up to much today? You been working? I like your concept, mate. Thanks, I appreciate that. I like the feedback. I had before where I wasn't getting much feedback, and I was a bit, do I stop? But at the end of the day, I want to do it for you guys. So the feedback's great, and it makes me want to do it more. Central Heat King, run it off your channel, Diary of a Plumbing Heater under the brand of Smart Pipe. Yeah, that's the way I think I'm going to push it, to be honest. I want 100% sure. I know I spoke to you. Do you know what, Central Heat King? I've got something to admit to you. And I was speaking to my partner about this the other day. I've spoke to you for at least well over a year, and I forgot your name. I can't remember your name. Like your actual name. I know your brand, like your company's called, but I can't remember what your actual name is. That's it. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit of I needed to admit that to you. Busy day, bud. Good, Wayne. Good to hear you're busy, pal. It's you're a loyal fan of the channel. You comment on every video, and don't think I don't see them, because I do, and it's great to see you coming back and still enjoying the videos, because I think from memory you were one of the day oneers, and you've watched me right from the beginning, so you've probably seen me improve, because I've come a long way. I'll keep watching some of my old videos back. I keep watching my old videos back, and I am actually embarrassed by some of the work I did before. And my video skills probably not much better now, but in my opinion, a little bit better. Wayne might not know my actual name. I don't know your actual name. What jobs did you do today, mate? So what have I done today? I started a boiler swap today, and we took a Brittany T2 out and a Glowworm Ultracom, Flexicom. Can't remember, heat only. Flexicom, I think it was. Heat only out, and we're putting a Baxi 836 in. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to today. I just had one of them days where I just kept on messing up and doing silly mistakes. And I'm going to say silly mistakes, I'm like cutting the OSB to mount the boiler on, cut it too small, so I had to cut it again. I needed to call my holes out, so I plugged it up, got my core drill all plugged in, but use it and wouldn't work. Turns out the electric had tripped. When I drained the boiler, took the boiler off the wall, some water had got into the fuse spur and tripped the electrics, so I had to sort all that out. And then got it all back up and running, plugged it back in, and it still didn't work. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So then I had to go. So I thought, right, it must be my core drill. My core drill's knackered. So I put my core drill away, got my STS out, started trying to cord my STS. So if anyone that has ever corded with an STS, know it's a pain. It's going to take forever. So I started with that, and all my batteries died. So I'm like, right, okay, what am I going to do here? So I started doing some other bits, and so I did the wet vac. So I plugged the wet vac in. That didn't work. I'm like, what's going on here? I thought, surely both things can't go wrong. So I tested electrics. I had electric power go into it. I thought, it's gone. This has gone as well as just having one of them days. And I thought, I'll just change plug, and then It was just the plug socket on the wall of the one. So yeah, little stuff like that. It's just made my day go a whole lot longer than it should have done. So hopefully, touch wood, I have a better day tomorrow and we can hopefully get it finished. As a question to you guys, what do you allow for a boiler swap? Like, so let's go. This is a bit complicated because we're changing systems, but like straight, like for like, combi swap, what do you allow? Because a friend of mine who I do work for and used to work for me called Dom, he says he does them in a day. And I probably could do one in a day, but to do it properly, flush it out, commission it properly and all that, you need at least, in my opinion, you need at least a day and a half. But what do you guys think? Do you do it in a day and a half, or is it a day? So Dan, I knew it with Dan. I knew that. No, I didn't. I forgot, to be honest. Now then, Nathan, how you doing? Let's go, hustlers. How's the gym going? The gym sessions? He's still at it every day. I might have to come up to that gym soon. You have to sort something out. Be good that. And apparently, Nathan, if you've seen a little bit of the video, this podcast, the whole idea of this name change is down to me maybe doing podcasts with other plumbers, and I definitely would want to get you on. One of the first ones on, to be honest. So let me know if you do want to do that. I know we have spoke briefly about doing some sort of live before, so it'd be good. One day swaps. Yeah, I get aches. Is it acres or aches? I reckon, yeah, you could do it in a day, but to do it properly, you're flushing it out. You're filling it up with inhibitor. You're doing everything properly. Are you doing it in a day? I hate this chat on here. Dan, you should be flushing. You got to flush every job, whether it's clean or not. No system's ever fully clean. You got to at least flush it. At least a chemical flush anyway, if that's what you want to call it. Radiant got in touch with me yesterday. Dan, they're sending me some inhibitor and some cleaner out, that stuff that they sent out to you. Is it any good? Let me know what you think about it, because they send it on over to me as well. Nathan, yes, I will drop you a message when I get round to doing it, because I've noticed on YouTube now you can do live. You can invite people to do a live, so I can get to it. We can both be on there at the same time. All be done live podcast. It's gonna bit of questions. Gonna try and get a bit of banter in there. Whether, I don't know. I'm trying to schedule it out and make a bit of a plan together. Whether we do, I want to at the end to try to do some sort of competition as such between each guest every week or every month, and then we have a bit of a leaderboard. Not that I'm copying any other podcasts out there, but yeah, that's the whole idea. Loafer, how you doing? You are the most random guy I have ever met. Well, not ever met, I've never met you, but on my YouTube, you come out with some absolute... Where it comes from, I don't know. Hello, head. Hello, wall. Hello, head. Meet wall. Oof. Like, what actually goes through your head? Because... Pub quiz, then. We're doing a pub quiz, Loafer. We should do a pub quiz. Let's do a plumbing quiz. No, we don't want to ball life out you with a plumbing quiz. Made you smile, though. It's good stuff, to be fair, the radiant stuff. But you can't tell how good an inhibitor is until... Yeah, I get that. But how about did you get any of the cleaner? Is the cleaner any good? I use Fernox myself. Fernox F3. And I think it's bob on. The other day, on Friday, I had a radiator that wasn't getting hot. And I thought it was the radiator. So I've replaced the radiator, still wasn't getting hot. Turns out there was a blockage on just that radiator. The pipework, on the 10mm pipework. I said to customer, I've got these are your options. I can either put the Fernox in and come back on Monday and see if that's worked. A magnetic flush or a power flush, or we just start stripping pipework out and go from there. So she said, just try the chemicals, see if it works, and by Saturday evening it worked. So probably just over 24 hours. The F3 had eaten through the sludge and started circulating the heat round that radiator. So I know Fernox works, whether Radiant works, I don't know. We'll have to see. They reckon it's just as good, if not better. So I will be trying that out, and I'm sure you'll be seeing it on the channel at some point in the near future. I take my work very seriously. Everything else in life is negotiable. You do right, mate. Life is too short to be too serious. You just need to have fun and enjoy it while you can, because you can't enjoy it. You can't be too serious all your life. You don't know how it's going to end. The test strips are fantastic. Are they a bit like the Fernox test strips? It's got a little tub, lifts up. It's got a graph thing on the back. So yeah, we're going to go with this. What else we got on this week? We are over at... On Friday, we're going down to Poole. If you managed to catch Sunday's video, we did the first fix of the downstairs toilet where we added it in someone's kitchen. So I'll be second fixing that on Sunday. I'll be second fixing it on Friday. Whether that goes out Sunday, I'm not sure. I think this Sunday video is going to be me second fixing the bathroom at Headingley. You might have catch some photos or some reels or some TikToks or YouTube shorts of the actual finished product. So do stay tuned. Do tune in on Sunday for the second fix on there. It's on the road from me. Dan, have you been promising to meet up with Wayne and you've not turned up again? Just like you promised to meet me at Installer Show and you don't know whether you're coming anymore. I won't be happy if you let me down and stand me up. I'll have to walk around Installer Show by myself. Is anybody going to Installer Show today, this year? Is it June 29th to 30th, I think it is? Or 31st? I will be going down on the first day, so that on the, I think it's Tuesday, I think it is, Tuesday the 29th. So definitely, if you are going, don't hesitate to say hi, talk to me, and because I'm more than likely going to be on my own, because Dan from Central Heat King is going to stand me up. I'll be coming. Yes, we will see. We will see. To be fair, we too far from Mac. He's from the wrong Shire. There's only one Shire, and that's Yorkshire. God's own country. The rest of WF. I ain't got a clue what you're talking about. So going back to the title of the channel, if anyone has just tuned in, I want your opinions on why, not that's the right way to start that. I want your opinion on, should I change my name? Because I am looking at possibly starting a podcast within the channel. I'm still going to be doing the day-to-day lives, the tips, the tricks, the tool reviews, and all the stuff that I'm doing right now. Why I'm doing this with my hands, I don't know. But I'm going to start a plumbing podcast. It's going to be a live podcast. I'm going to talk with another plumber, gas engineer, whatever they want to name themselves. And we'll get into their history, why they got into the trade, how they found it, what they get up to, if they specialise in something, and just talk about them as people and just dig a bit deeper than anybody else would and see if they have any lows, because I've had lows. I've gone through a bit of mental health with work and paranoia and stuff like that. So I want to dig a little bit deeper than your average podcast would, but at the same time, keep it light, keep it fun, keep a bit of banter in there, and also keep it a bit interactive. This is why I want to do it live. So I want it to be very interactive with the subscribers to get people to ask questions. I'm going to have a set of questions I want to ask the other person. And if you want to ask your own questions, that would be great. I will be keeping a track of them as we're going through the lives. So, yes, should I keep it under this one channel? Or should I set up another channel? Or should I change the name? Or should I run the Diary of a Plumbing and Heating Engineer under the brand of Smart Pipe? and go from there. I don't know. What are your opinions? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and do hit the like button. Going back to the comments, Wayne saying he's busy for the rest of the year. Rest of the year? Oh, for the rest of 2023. All right, I see what you're saying. Loafer, wow. What? Monty Python, and that's since I was at school. Lee, how you doing? Another loyal fan of the channel. Don't forget to see your comments, because I do. Loafer, try stress-induced dissociation seizures. Not nice, trust me. Like I said, a life is essential. Yeah, I can imagine that is not nice at all. I've gone through bits and bobs with stress, paranoia. I went through a really bad stage. Not long after I passed my gas qualifications, to be fair, really bad paranoia. I was gas testing 3 times on a job instead of just doing it once. I think, have I done that? Testing things. And I've come to the point where I've stopped doing gas fires now, because they were just making me paranoid. Because is it me who just finds that servicing a gas fire, there's always something, whether it be a crack in a wall, or there's timber framing inside, or the coals are sooted up and it's burning incorrectly. That's in my opinion. I think gas fires, if any gas appliance is going to kill someone, it's a gas fire. So basically, I talked myself out of it, and still to this day, I am paranoid to hell about gas fires. I shouldn't be. I've got my gas qualifications for it. I've go and renew it every 5 years, and I pass every 5 years. So I shouldn't be paranoid about it, but it does make me paranoid. And that's me being honest. So, random camera, gas fires do need banning, in my opinion. When I do one, I do them still every now and then, but not as much as I would service a boiler, let's say. When I do them, I'm having to double check everything. When I walk away from the job, I'm having to think back, thinking, did I do this? Did I put this back? Did I smoke bomb it right? What if I missed a bit of smoke in the loft? What if I did this? What if there's a crack in the bedroom or something like that? And yeah, it makes me really paranoid. So I stay away from them where I can help it. Look, I crashed my van 12 years ago. Didn't know I'd done it. Had surrendered my license for 2 years. CAT scan, MRI scan. Bloody hell, man. Shrink. She sorted me out. Bloody hell, man. That's bad. Really bad. I hope you're okay. I hope you recovered okay. And stay in touch. Let me know about that. I might even get someone like yourself on the podcast, because you've got a story there, and that's what all this podcast is. It's about telling a story, and if you've got a good story you want to tell, message me. I will happily get someone on the podcast that doesn't have a channel, doesn't have an Instagram following, doesn't have TikTok, doesn't have YouTube, doesn't have Instagram. I'd happily get you on to tell your story and just be honest. And because there's a life in plumbing, there's a life in plumbing that doesn't involve social media. So everyone has a story. Let's talk about it. What else? Much better now. Thanks. Just getting older. Yeah, it gets to us all eventually, and I'm starting to feel it, believe it or not. I'm only 27. 27? Yeah, I'm 27. Mine's a tea and two. No sugars now, please. She won't say no because I'm on camera. So, yeah. We've got 18 people watching live. Can we please smash the like button? Because we have only got 6 likes, and it would be much appreciated if we can get the likes up there, because the more likes we get, the further up the algorithm we get. And the more people see, the more people are going to get tuned in, and the more people are going to watch the podcast eventually. And I really do want to do this podcast, so let me know I want to talk about that more than anything else in this live. Definitely like the sound of the podcast, mate. Eminem, I'm just got your message on Instagram. We need to chat. Tell her coffee with one milk and the best biscuits out. Coffee. Ugh. Dan said he'd have a coffee with milk.
I'm a coffee fan too.
He said he'd have a coffee and milk.
Coffee and milk?
Never mind. She's a bit slow.
I didn't get that.
He says he wants a drink.
Oh! I get it now.
Honestly. Cheers, Sam. Thanks for the like. Much appreciated. Anyone that, like I said right at the beginning of the live, if you don't follow Dan at Central Heat King, do go give him a subscribe. He does the same thing I do basically. Does day in the lives, week in the lives, tips and tricks, tool reviews and all that malarkey. So do go smash and let's push him to 1k. He's how far have you off 1k, Dan? So if we could get him to 1k, that would be amazing. Yeah, Wayne, just go for it, mate. Enjoy yourself when it takes off. Win-win. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do the podcast. Just what format I'm going to do it in, I'm not 100% sure. In all honesty, Dan, I copy your TikToks. I ain't got any good... I'm rubbish for short form videos, so I just copy your TikToks. You're 220 off. So, right, let me work this out. If everybody that's not following Dan in this live, I want to get Dan to 1k by the weekend. So please go subscribe to his channel and get him there because it would be much appreciated. Because he'll stop wittering on at me that he's not even 1k. I'm only joking, Dan. 9:30, lads. Keep time for the homebrew. IPA 5%. Oh, I can't do homebrew. Ooh, must be lethal that. No wonder you talk a lot of garbage on here. Pro-based services. Worked in Leeds for over 30 years. Fell backwards while riving opener ZT. Where in Leeds did you work? Are you from Leeds? Are you still living in Leeds? Lee, where you from? Are you local to me or are you local to Dan? Just keep it coming. We are the like button is rising. Keep smashing the like button and hit the notification bell because you are gonna get a notification when we are going live with the podcast. So my plan is with them is to do them at least once a month, depending on who we can get on. My availability and their availability, and yeah, like I say, we're not just going to get people that are in the social media game. We're going to get every Tom, Dick, and Harry basically to come onto the podcast and tell us how they got into how they got into plumbing. Because people didn't just go from college and got into plumbing from college. Some people spent 20 years doing a different job in an office maybe and thought they needed a career change and they got into plumbing, they fell into plumbing. So there'll be loads of different stories. So yeah, hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss out. I'm trying to type out my horror story. Pro base. We have got all the time in the day. I've got probably about another half an hour left of the podcast. We're not going to try bore you for too long. Try to keep it to an hour. Try not to go over an hour. And I'm sure the missus will not be happy if I go any longer than an hour. Lee, you must be from Yorkshire then if you eat loads of pies, because we all eat pies in Yorkshire. As I got told yesterday in the group chat for the charity install over in Morlington on Saturday. So if you don't know about it, I'm absolutely gutted I'm not going to make it. But loads of people that are on the Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all the people that, well, there's loads of us, all got invited to do a charity install in Morley in Leeds on Saturday, and it's a full house refurb basically. So there's loads of different companies that have kindly donated, and they're going to be installing new boilers from ATAGs, Fernox, EPH, multi-panels, limited. They do the wall panels for the bathrooms. So yeah, there is loads. So stay tuned over the weekend, because you're going to see absolutely loads of content from this charity install. And again, I am gutted I am not going to be there. But hopefully next time there is a charity install, I can get involved. Ooh, Wiganers. So you're not from Yorkshire, Lee?
Kind of put sugar in it.
That's all right. Lee, Dan, do you want to go get a room together?
I'm going to give you a nice cup.
Oh, thanks. I think she's baited me right up here, hasn't she? Yeah, what, you made that with lava?
It's a kettle. Just get a pot.
Dan the man. Dan man. We get a jingle for Dan for his intro. Pies and Prejudice. Stuart McConney, good book, very funny. Loafer likes books.
Enjoy.
Right, let's go. Where do we go with this? What's everyone been up to today? Has everyone had funny or anything bad happened at work this week? What's everyone been up to? Let's have a look. What's everyone saying? Dan, what you been up to today? Oh no. Lee, you've been busy. You still busy? I think last time I spoke to you, you said you were busy. She's like Darth Vader with the rolling pin. Who, my partner or your partner? They all are, mate. Yeah, don't know it. I learned the hard way just to say yes. It's much easier just to say yes than it is to say no. She's gone now, I can say stuff like that. Right, so a couple of things I've got coming up in the near future for you guys. I have got possibly a brand ambassadorship, as DW Heat on Instagram would call it, ambassador. So I might be getting a brand ambassador. I might be becoming a brand ambassador for a company. There'll be more of that coming shortly. Hopefully this week, if not definitely next week. There'll be next week. I am got a social media day next Wednesday with Triton. So there's a group of us going down to Warwickshire to do a Triton, down to the factory down in Triton. So, pardon me. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure there'll be loads of social media stuff on the day. And then later on in April, we are going down to, I'm not sure if it's the same group, but there's a few of us the same that are going down. We're going down to Sherstop to do another social media day down there and go through a factory tour and go see what's involved with the Sherstops. If you don't know what Sherstops are, they are an isolation valve for maimed water which works on a switch. So it's like a push fit connection that goes on just after your stopcock on your incoming water supply. And there's a little cable that comes off it, and it's like a bit like a light switch, blue and white, and a lot easier for elderly people or anyone with arthritis in the hands to turn the water on and off with. So it's a really good bit of kit. There's a lot of mixed reviews online, but personally, I've never had any problems with it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. So that's just 3 little things that I've got coming up shortly. They also, I can't remember, did I tell you that I've been doing some footage for Professional Plumbing and Heating and Plumbing magazine. That is just waiting for the confirmation from Nipex that it's okay to put out. So that should be out shortly, all being well. I know it's been held back a little bit, so but we're getting there with that now, hopefully. What else we got in today? So Dan, today servicing mate and an outside tap. Not a lot, to be fair. Hope you're filming your conversion. I'm not, mate. Basically, I would love to have filmed this job, but I didn't have the time, and the customer's in. I know the customer, so yeah, I didn't really want to film there, and she had 2 dogs in a cage in the kitchen with me, and they were just barking every time I spoke. So we didn't get any footage at all there. I might get some pictures that end up on Instagram, but other than that, I'd not really got anything on that. So, like I say, coming this week will be the install of the bathroom over in Meanwood, which we'd finished. I don't know if you've seen that. That's all done. And then got a couple of other stuff lined up. I've got a bit of a backlog, to be fair, of stuff, so I'm working a bit ahead, about 2 weeks ahead of what I'm actually doing at the moment. So if you lose like the Sani floor that I fitted in that chemical lab a month ago, about a month ago, I first fixed it a month ago. I've been back and fit that, so I've got a little video doing that, which needs editing and putting out, which maybe next Wednesday, if not, maybe the Sunday after, or maybe the Sunday after that, whenever we get around to it, because we're always filming. I say sure, funny. Sure, stop. Why is that funny? Trying to keep up with this conversation is impossible. I think customer serious ongoing. Yeah, loafer. I hate jobs like that. Just when I went to one, was it a couple of months ago, and the toilet had basically had a leak, and it must have been leaking for years. The joists were rotten, and the door dropped basically, and a lot, to the point where the toilet was going at an angle. It moved that much, and it cracked all the tiles. So it's at that point, it's new bathroom time, isn't it? You've got to take the floor up. You need to redo the joists and start again, in my opinion. Have I missed? No, yeah. Probase. Installing 3 bathrooms, property at the moment, it's like a nightmare. Shower walls, hidden cisterns, 70-year-old pipework. Just up the road from Meanwood, actually, near fire station. All right, probate. All right, cool. So you're still working in Leeds? Oh, good. If you ever see me, BP Horn, let's stop for a chat. There's not many people in Leeds that are on social media. Well, not that I know of anyway. Either that or no one recognises me. I've had a few people. Luke on Instagram, he beat the horn and pulled up beside me the other day, actually, but he's more Castleford way. Heath, hey mate, been watching your video been watching you for a while, love the videos, just got a question. I have been college for 3 years and I had no luck with finding any work with solo guys. Any tips will be much appreciated. Hi Heath. So I have done videos on tips for apprentices. So I've done my top 5 tips for apprentices, top 5 tips for new starters, and top tools for apprentices. So do go check them out there. A couple of good videos which are worth watching. But so you're wanting any tips would be much appreciated. So you want some tips for finding work or finding someone to do the rest of your college course with? It's hard, mate. There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people at the moment taking on because there's a bit of uncertainty. That's not the right word. There's a bit of a. There's a potential we could go into a recession, basically. So there's people aren't taking on because the potential we could go into a recession. So people don't want to do the commitment of taking another trade on. I have people ringing me all the time looking for apprenticeships, and some people are just wanting to do just not even apprenticeship. They just want to be a plumber's mate or they just want to be a helping hand, and I can't commit to employing them because I don't know how it's going to go at the moment. Because at the moment it's okay. I can't lie, it's pretty busy at the moment, but a couple of months down the line, what's it going to be like? Who knows? So it's a bit of a big commitment to take someone on. Has anyone else in the chat taken people on? Because I'm a bit scared about doing it. We say like, sure. It's like a Scouse. Oh, you're over that Wigan, I think on a map. Yeah, Wigan's more that way east, didn't it? West, sorry. Yeah, you've got everything's with an E at the end. E. We went on holiday a few years ago in Gran Canaria, and my daughter made friends with this little girl, and I'm sure they were from Wigan way, and the daughter was called Lacey, and we said one day we were by the pool and we said, you got to play your friend Lacey. She went, she's not called Lacey, she's called Lacey. I'm like, she's not called Lacey, it's Lacey, it's the accent. But trying to explain to a 6-year-old at the time about accents was nigh on impossible. Probably I do, yes, 38 years.